Morning, folks. It's March 24th, 324. And I have the pleasure of reviewing two of the greatest albums ever made. Every day, it's like Mystery Science Theater 3K. The original one, not the shitty remake with John Ray. The good one. You know what I'm talking about. One guy. Anyway, the two probably most popular. My favorite is The Pod, as I've stated previously, because it connects with me more than any other Ween record in terms of being unique. The Pod is just, it's like a new genre of music. But Pure Guava is kind of like that turning into, it's like the weirdness of The Pod, but turned more into conventional. It's not conventional. I don't know why I said it was conventional. Pure Guava was the first Ween record I ever heard. It still might be the best Ween record. I can do a tier list. I will force myself to do, because Ween has 10 tens. In my list of music, Ween is the most tens of any band ever. They have 10. One of them, Shinola. The other 9 are studio albums. I didn't give Creators a sack of 10. Maybe I should. Maybe they have 11. Anyway, two of these perfect albums. Pure Guava. Little Birdie. First Ween song I heard. And there was something just like alluring about it. There's something just like the way it's disoriented and the way that they trade vocals. And the guitars are just like jangly and like the mix of it is strange. The vocals are, I don't know if they're tape manipulated yet, probably, but they're singing in these really weird ways, in addition to the fact that they might be putting it through some sort of weird primitive microphone voice manipulation technique that they had access to in the early 90s. Tender Situation, amazing. It's a great song. What is your place if not glorification? But yeah, Stallion Part 3 is what got me. When I listened to this album, start to finish, Stallion Part 3 was where I was like, this does not sound like anything. This sounds like they used to sell a toy that would go, wow, wow. I used to play with it. It was a good toy. Anyway, the guitar on this sounds like it's being run through that toy. Like they hooked up the aux cord from the guitars to that toy and somehow made this. Because it's like, that's what the guitars are on this song. And then the lyrics are just the most brilliant genre. As I scope the lobe, I am the one who patrols the sun. And I know that things will pass as time lapses. I'm just need to pull up the track list. There's no notes. It's Spotify. I have to know what the next song is. Stallion Part 3 after that, Big Jim. Amazing song. Weasel on Beasel, these are Big Jim. This is just like what certain types of country music sounds like. Their next record after the two that I review is a straight up country record, which is also a 10. So maybe I'll review them chronologically. Although I have already reviewed White Pepper and Mollusk. I want to review Mollusk. I reviewed Pod, White Pepper, before I reviewed God, Ween, Satan. So it's not chronological already. So I'll just figure a way to review my favorite band's bests, which is all albums. Because La Carache is a 10. If you don't think La Carache is a 10, give it another listen. It's not as good as Quebec. I will tier the 10s. But Ween is the greatest band ever. They actually have more perfect albums than any band ever. Maybe Miles Davis. Miles Davis is the only person who has more than 10 tens. Possibly. I don't even believe Miles Davis has more than 10 tens. I think they might be tied. Anyway, Stallion Part 3. Big Jim. Measle, it's a beasel. Then Push the Little Daisies. I loved this song when I was young, and I heard it when I was like 12. I would listen to Push the Little Daisies, Pumping for the Man, Reggae Junkie Jew over and over again. Because at that age, when I bought a CD, I would listen to the same couple songs. I would listen to like it through, and then I would figure out like these are the good songs. And Pumper for the Man, I thought was good. Reggae Junkie Jew, I thought was good. Push the Little Daisies. Push the Little Daisies is good. If you think that I'm a loser, well, you suck. Because you know I ain't nothing but a user of your love. I can't get enough. Girl, it's true. The whole wide world is smiling with you. Push the little daisies and make it come up. I always wondered if it was like actually about flowers or like dead, like pushing up the daisies, or if it was about like a girl and how they get aroused sexually. I think it might be about all three of those things. What the chorus means. The lyrics, the verses are very heartfelt and straightforward. If you have trouble interpreting the lyrics, the verses of Push the Little Daisies. The going gets tough from the get go. Go man go. Oh brother, no, motherfucker gonna go now. Is that right, Dina? I love the voices when they do the back and forth where it's just like, yes, dude. Is that right, Dina? When they do this silly, so fun. Then, Reggae Junkie Jew. Dude, so good. Lyrics. I don't know where to get your money from, but I wish I didn't have to be the one to pay. Go and see Jamaica, motherfucker. Lay your dreadlocks down. All that you speak is bullshit, and all the people you know. I bet some people like to eat it, but I think you're a bitch. And then in Speak and Spell solo, this is the best Speak and Spell solo. I actually heard on two other records Speak and Spell solos. This is actually the coolest Speak and Spell solo. Sarah? Sarah does not belong on this album, but it needs exactly to be on this part of this album. This is the unspeakable magic of Ween. Is that it's like, after Pumping for the Man, I played off legit, you need Sarah. But yeah, I played off legit is amazing. It's just that like doom 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 doom, and then like a little like bongo, like just a little soft percussion, and then it's a conversation basically. It's not really sung; it's just like a conversation between Gene and Dean Ween. Genius Dean, Dean of faculties at the Jenner School. Yeah. After that, Pumper for the Man starts with this amazing bass line. I think it's synth. Well, it's synth and a regular bass, and I love the effects. I think there's like a keyboard synthesizer that like, but just the lyrics are amazing. If you've worked a shitty job, it's a 9-mile walk from the office to the pump. Sometimes you think you're gonna drop. In the end, you'll be dirty, horny, and pissed off. But before you can leave, you gotta sweep the fucking shop. It's a real, real bitch to be working for the man. But shit, I do it well, so what the fuck? I could probably wash dishes at some other fucking dump. But it's all the same to me. Busting ass to make a buck, so read him up sick and pump that fucker good. Some woman down on Main Street needs to jump. Get your fingers out your ass and pump some faggots gas and think about how bad New Hope sucks. When he said New Hope sucks, I was trying to get to New Hope. I didn't know I had to go through the verse. I didn't know I still remembered the verse. Yeah, I did. I know the verses. I know the pure Guava verses. If nothing else, I know these verses. Anyway, Pumping for the Man. New Hope, I was like, New Hope sucks. Like, it sucks to have a New Hope and it goes away. And I was like, no, they're from New Hope, Pennsylvania, you fucking dick. They're just being like, this is how bad Boston sucks. Which made the lyric worst at first, but now I think better. To know that they're just talking about how bad that part of Pennsylvania is. After that, which rocks out with the crazy, like crazy distorted guitar shreds from Diener. You get Sarah, which is just Gina laying his heart out with this really beautiful, straightforward ballad. I love Sarah. I'm not going to try to sing Sarah, but please listen to Sarah. It's a very important song to me. After the spring theme is amazing. It's got this great like groove to it and like these cool percussion things, and but a lot of the percussion on this is like the God Ween Satan uh, pod progression where it's drum machines, but they come up with some cool drum loops that they make. You know, they'll put like percussion instruments on the keyboard. Drums come with synth keyboard. Keyboards are, you know what I'm talking about. You can play drums on a keyboard. That's all I'm trying to say, guys. Just smoke too much marijuana. Sorry. Guilty as charged. After Sarah, spring theme, lovely, flies on my dick. This is good. Flies on my dick is like a weird talked song again. It feels like an abstract song. You're back into the brown. Then I saw Gina crying in his sleep. Great country song. I love this. Only glimpse of the future golden country greats. Touch My Tutor, I love. This is the type of song only Ween would write. It's like Big Jim, Touch My Tutor. Because they're like the impression of the song, but they don't actually make sense. They're like somebody making fun of doing the song and then like accidentally doing a better version of the song, but it's like this lo-fi, taking the piss out of it approach to playing. But yeah, I still don't even know the words to this song. I've been listening to this album for years. Morning Glory. This is what separates the men from the boys is Morning Glory, okay? If you dislike Morning Glory, you're a fucking noob. And I knew it the whole time. I'm a basic bitch. Takes one to know one. Check out my radio. Basic as it gets, dude. I'll post some stuff in the description. I don't know how they care about copyrights. Different bands are different, it seems like. Anyway. Touch My Tutor. Boom, champagne, teacher. Why do I feel like I'm funny when she walk into the room? Morning Glory. I can't, there's no way to review Morning Glory. You just are willing to or not willing to do Morning Glory. Then Loving You Through It All, I think is a Diener song. It's that, yeah, it's that after, it's like a parody of a Love Diener song. Like it's like a, after Morning Glory, which has destroyed your brain if you actually listen to the entire thing at like regular volumes on headphones or with a good speaker system. Loving You Through It All sounds great because it's like back to the weird kind of Big Jim, you know, fucking Touch My Tutor, Brown, Ween. And then, Hey You Fat Boy, this is as brown as it gets. This is what I'm saying, like, Pure Guava is debatably just as brown and more consistent than the mollusk, than the pod. I keep calling the pod the mollusk. I haven't reviewed the mollusk yet. That's why it's on my... Anyway. This is just as fucking brown. It's just better. I think this is actually the best one. I felt like the pod was more of a discovery of how good it was after repeated re-listenings, but after re-listening to all the Ween records again, I think Pure Guava is the best record they put out. And they're the best band ever. So you should listen to their best record, probably. If you have any interest in music that I like, perhaps you'd enjoy it. Hey Fat Boy, back to the brown. He's doing like a Spanish-Mexican accent. And just screaming like, hey Fat Boy, hey asshole, I'll fucking kill you. It's kind of funny. Then Don't Get Close to My Fantasy is just like great prog. This is like a great sincere Yes song in the middle of it. Don't be afraid to clutch the hand of your creator. Stare into the lion's eyes. And if you taste the candy, you'll get to the surprise. Oh, don't get... No, can't. Can't. After that, Poop Ship Destroyer, Systematic Overdrive. If you don't like Poop Ship Destroyer, go go watch Anthony Fantano review Doja Cat. After that, Pure Guava, the next record they release is Chocolate and Cheese, which is a lot of people's favorite record for good reason. It's one of their most consistent and poppy and like accessible records. Take Me Away sounds like a rock out from like a not crooner quite, although Jeaner kind of sings it croonery. Like a lounge garage band that turns into like a lounge act that's just like playing the same type of generic rock and roll stuff, and they like make fun of that. They have a fake audience in the recording, and they have like he's like thank you. He's like thanking people that maybe there's people in the studio. I think it's a sound of an anyway. It's a great opener. I love the way it breaks down and then Diener fucking shreds the shit out of the solo, and then it's the breakdown. It says, "Take my love away, take it to another man." I gotta get away from that girl before I go. Yeah, Spinal Meningitis got me down. I love this song. The song is amazing, especially having to have been in and out of hospitals since I was like in second grade. Um, these types of songs that are just about being sick that Ween does are awesome. They're like very meaningful to me. But yeah, I don't know how to describe how hearing songs about death and like these kind of sad, crazy, because he's like doing a voice manipulation where he sounds like a little kid that's saying he's gonna die and he's scared to see God. Um, I don't know how that might be like sad. For me, it's very cathartic to just hear people talk about the sad, fucked up shit we're not supposed to talk about in their songs. Also, the instrumentation on this is crazy. The guitar solo rages. Diener goes off in this weird compressed Eddie Hazel tone. And then he plays Tear for Eddie's later. Freedom is 76, one of the best pop Ween songs, one of the most melodic. If I had to play one song for somebody for Ween, I would probably play him Freedom is 76, just because it sounds like a great Shuggy Otis soul 70s. There's just not the vocal harmonies. Oh, the lyrics. Mannequin was filmed at Woolworths. Boyz II Men still. Is it Boyz II Men? Somebody's keeping up the beat. I don't know. Picking it up. Something. Can't put my finger on it. You know what else is great? The next song. Can't put my finger on it is what it's called. This song I appreciated more after I saw it live. Because I heard all the crazy, weird, like Spanish Middle Eastern things. He would actually do like a praying intro where he's like, like doing the whole Jeaner shaman. It's fantastic. And then they hop into the dun 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 dun. I'd like to hear Glenn and Claude, and I like to hear Dave Druitt's bass. I like to hear this as like a full band. It's not that it doesn't make sense like this. It sounds even better, I think, as a live vehicle. As does the next song, Tear for Eddie, which is a direct lament to Eddie Hazel and that Maggot Brain style solo. So beautiful, again, live. Diener's just amazing. He's so underrated as a guitar player. His tone is like, yeah, like funk, Parliament, like crazy, sustainy. Oh, the tone on Mr. Would You Please Help My Pony? I don't know how you do that to your guitar. Somebody send me the exact rig so that I can try to figure out how to play anything that sounds like Mr. Would You Please Help My Pony. Anyway, can't put my finger on it. Great. Is it alive? Can it die? Can it survive under the sun? I can't put my finger on it. Is it green? Is it red? Is it alive or is it dead? Amazing song. I love the part where they're like, doom, 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 doom. I guess a bridge. Or maybe the bridge is that. I was surprised when I touched it once inside. But then when it comes in, it has the crazy, like, weird Middle Eastern So good. Tear for Eddie. Diener just doing the best at his guitar soloing he can do, which is really good. He was one of the best guitar players. Roses Are Free. Amazing song. I love this song. Before I knew who Fish was. It's just a great, weird, synthy. I love what the keyboards and the effects are doing with the whatever primitive synthesizer, drum machine stuff they have on this. It's just perfect to me. It's just like this constant earworm with that, like, or which is related to the toy. To me, I always love the toy where it goes. It's just satisfying. But yeah, roses are free. Throw the pumpkin at the tree unless you think that pumpkin holds your destiny. Cast it off into the sea. Take that pie. Eat it with me. I want pie. You guys are eating pie and leave me out? Gave you my email. It's Kevin from 1988 from 1988 at Gmail. Invite me next time you're having pie. After that, Baby Bitch. I have cried to this song. I have, emotionally the song gets me in every way. I don't need to read the lyrics to Baby Bitch. It's a great song about running into somebody when there used to be some semblance of a connection, or perhaps a longer term relationship, and what you feel inside. I love this song. It sounds like Elliott Smith to me. This song, if this song were on XO or whatever the fuck early Elliott Smith album that this sounds sonically most akin to, you would not notice. It's that level of dark, emotional, great quality, great guitar playing, the tasteful singing. The way that Gene are singing this sounds like Elliott Smith. It's almost like the way they do different genres. It's like this is them doing an Elliott Smith song. You know what I mean? Drifter in the Dark is them doing some sort of country band that I can't think of what sounds sonically akin to that. But Mr. Would You Please Help My Pony is next up after Baby Bitch. I love the guitar progression that Diener plays on the solos, the way he hits the notes. I think this is one of the greatest guitar solos on any studio Ween recording. After that is Drifter in the Dark, which is this charming, simple little, do you ever walk alone? I don't know if it's Gina or Diener. It sounds like it might be Diener, or just Gina talking in a weird voice. And it's great. It's a great little country breather, and the way they switch genres, you're never bored, because it sounds like a different band every time. After this, Voodoo Lady, which is that ooga booga booga. I love the way they program the percussion on this. It sounds like it's fake, but that I can't do it with my mouth. But anyway, that beat, that tribal sounding beat, and then accompanied by just this riff that I never get bored of, which is just that. Voodoo Lady. Again, he's putting his voice through the weird Ween filter that you want. The squonk donkle Ween filters, dude. Can't beat them. If you could, they would be my favorite band, but unfortunately, I'm right, and these guys were doing things when they're 15 years old that are better than anybody's doing right now. Voodoo Lady, live, amazing jam vehicle. Just fucking Diener all over your face, neck, and chest, baby. Don't hold my Diener back. Don't hate on my Diener Voodoo Lady solo. The studio one's good. Dropper Road, lovely. Soft rock. Reminds me of my Magic 106.7 days. Candy, Noise Concrete. Ween always includes a track that is noise concrete because they're very sophisticated, respectable musicians who understand tape manipulation. They understand. Ween is the fanciest band that's ever existed and most ahead of their time. If you want to actually get into what it takes to play every genre of music well, not competently, well, exceptionally, and use all of these experimental things, Ween is the best band. They are. The second best band is the Velvet Underground. I'll do them tomorrow if you'd like. The third best band, that's between two bands. I still haven't figured it out. I just know Ween's the best. It's the only thing I'm sure of in this world is that Ween is the best band. Candy. This is where they actually say the eponymous chocolate and cheese line. Buenos tardes, amigos. I know how to play this on guitar. That makes me so happy. I learned a new chord so I could play Buenos tardes, amigos. And it was so worth it. It's the greatest Mexican rock opera fake the story. I'm not gonna spoil Buenos tardes, amigos. The story goes through just a miraculous progression that's just compelling in and of itself, and then it sounds like it's some Marconi score from an old western. The production on it with the charging drums and the sparse solo. Again, I can play the guitar solo. The guitar solo is but it's so perfect. So good. This is like a little story time with now I'm just listening to Mexican cowboys tell me their trials and tribulations. I thought I was listening to Candy. I thought I was listening to fucking Joppa Road. That's literally what I just was listening to. Then the HIV song. Buenos Tardes Amigo just took you on this really tasteful adventure of this cowboy ballad. And then it's just nonsense. HIV, AIDS. Again, I can play this on guitar. I know very few chords. I know how to play 5 guitar chords. Kind of know how to play some scale on a bass. I can play a HIV song. It's fucking 3 notes. It sounds amazing if you run it through distortion, but it's so fucking simple. And then the refrain is just, and it's just AIDS, HIV, just unnecessarily offensive, crude lyrics for the sake of it. I'm so on board. I wish that everything was that. What Dina was talking about after HIV song, it's this is a beautiful psychedelic pop country. I don't know if it's just weird effects on Diener's guitar or if there's a pedal steel. It has this magical the way the guitar comes in, and then Don't Shiver You Eat. Amazing. It's a chill, kind of almost country-ish. But yeah, it's just I can't get over the consistency and the level of ambition of this band, because it's they can release an entire album where no song is the same genre of music. They can play a Motorhead song, then they can play a Jimmy Buffett song, then they can play a Beatles orchestral masterpiece, then they can play something that's just noise. That's just not even attempting any semblance of song structure. Then they can play something that's purely original. It sounds nothing like a parody of somebody or copying somebody. A song like Exactly Where I'm At, or a song the way that they've refined their techniques with these lo-fi machines, and now they have the access to a full band of incredible musicians. I love every touring musician in the band. And I still think they're my favorite touring act to see live currently, because they have no bad songs. The bad songs are noise songs. In terms of what I skip sometimes, I can't think, and they have 10 albums, and I'm a critical asshole, of one bad Ween song. Blackjack from God Ween Satan's the only one that I thought of. Anyway, 30 minutes. Bye.